My Life Stressors Journal, presented by Ashley Alton. Stress. What is stress? Stress is a word most of us cringe when we hear it. It is commonly defined as your body's response to any demands made upon it or environmental factors. Stress seems to have an impact on our daily lives and could be detrimental to one's health. It is important that we act accordingly to the life stressors each of us have to avoid fatigue or becoming ill. Since everyone lives different lives, we all have life stress factors that affect us differently. Stressors are any physical, psychological, or environmental event or condition that initiates the stress response. In the assessment activity 9.1, there was a scale that developed that confirms how much stress has a significant impact on our lives. It was determined that it is not the actual stress itself that has such an impact, but the way we each handle stress in our lives. My results were 599. This score determined that the stress level was considered relatively high. Moderate stress would be considered 250 to 500, and anything under that was considered to be little to no stress. The relaxation technique, meditation. The technique I chose was meditation because it allows you to get comfortable, tune out the rest of the world, and really focus on your own relaxation and well-being. After trying this technique, I was impressed with how peaceful and relaxed I felt. Discussion questions. Were you surprised with your life stressor score? Why or why not? I have to say I was not at all surprised with my score. My life is always eventful, resulting in a lot of change, activity, and stress. What major stressors are impacting your wellness? The major stressors that are impacting my life would be work, pregnancy, lack of sleep, and major health changes in family members. Which dimensions of wellness are impacted by stress? The dimensions of wellness that are impacted by stress are social, physical, occupational, emotional, intellectual, environmental, and spiritual. I mentioned that it affects all 7 of the dimensions because stress has a tendency to throw an individual off balance. When an individual is off balance in one area of life, of the 7 dimensions, it has an effect on all areas of that person's life. The relaxation technique I chose was meditation. I chose this technique because an individual can do this anywhere. To start meditating, you get comfortable, take several deep breaths, slowly inhale and exhale, shut your eyes or softly focus them on an object so that details are blurred. Concentrate all of your thoughts on a word or phrase that you have selected to use, such as peace or relax. This would be called a mantra, while continuing to breathe slowly and deeply. Doing this allows you to slip out of a train of thought and thoroughly relax. Deep meditation and mantras are also used in yoga, which I participated in. This tends to be a stress reliever. I didn't think that I could demonstrate this technique because it defeats the purpose of actually meditating and relaxing. Discussion questions continued. Do you think the relaxation technique you tried would be effective in reducing your stress level if practiced on a regular basis? Why or why not? Yes, I think the relaxing technique I tried would be effective in reducing stress on a regular basis. I know this because I've done deep meditating yoga sessions. I found that meditating greatly reduces stress because it allows you to have a moment to yourself and truly get away from the thoughts of stress causing factors in your life. What are the major health risks and diseases associated with stress? Well, you can see that I provided a table here that consists of short-term effects and long-term effects of the mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Short-term effects would be poor memory, inability to concentrate, low creativity, poor self-control, low self-esteem. For mental, physical would be flushed face, cold hands, gas, rapid breathing, shortness of breath, or dry mouth. For short-term effects, emotional will be irritability, disorganization, conflicts, mood swings, chronic sleep problems, acid stomach, and overindulgence in alcohol or other drugs. Long-term would consist of bouts of depression, mild paranoia, low tolerance or ambiguity, forgetfulness, and inability to make decisions. Physical long-term effects would be hypertension, coronary disease, ulcers, migraine, tension headaches, strokes, allergies, and emotional long-term effects would be overweight, underweight, drug abuse, excessive smoking, ineffective use of work leisure time, overreaction to mild work pressure. What two strategies that effectively deal with stress would you consider using on a weekly basis? Two strategies I would use on a weekly basis to deal effectively with stress would be laughing more frequently and exercise. When you take a step back and you enjoy your life, you tend to handle stress better. It's not the stress that gets to you, it's usually how you handle the situation. If you view stressful situations as an opportunity to develop as an individual, it is actually a lot less stressful. Exercise also aids in de-stressing. Because of this release of endorphins and serotonin, your body has a better response to stress.